Howdy YouTube, a really cool review for you today, and that's because we're taking a look at the WWE Mattel Zombies Series 1. A ridiculously cool idea for a set of figures. I have to be honest, some of Mattel's alternative lines for me in the past have been hit and miss. You had like the Flex Force and all that other sort of stuff. These ones I absolutely love. What a genius idea for figures. I'm a big Zombies fan, mainly because they scare the absolute hell out of me. So to have a lot of my favourite wrestlers in zombie form, I think is pretty cool. Visually, they look outstanding. Some of these figures are crazy. To give an example, the Triple H, that looks fantastic. The Dean Ambrose is excellent too. I'm really keen to get these guys opened up and out of packaging. We'll take a look at them one by one, and then we'll open them up and review them for you guys. Okay, so we'll start with Dean Ambrose. First of all, I love the packaging. I love that each figure has its own unique packaging. For Dean Ambrose, it's like this wire mesh. I think that looks really cool. Great cartoon shot on the side there. Reminds me from the Walking Dead cartoon, so I really like that artwork. The actual figure itself, that's ridiculous. I mean, I think that's the best actual zombie-looking figure, to be completely honest with you. Mattel nailed it. Look at the face, everything. To be honest, it looks like the normal face scan that they release, just with green. I kid. They went to a lot of effort with him. I'm really impressed with that. Taking a look at the back of the packaging, we see the other figures in the set. Nice shot of Dean Ambrose. It's worth getting these just for the packaging alone. I love this retro kind of comic-y artwork. The read-up on the back says, Dean Ambrose Zombified. As a zombie, Ambrose is even more unstable than ever before. His completely unhinged corpse can't keep his body parts from falling off. Absolutely love it. Very nice. Next up, we've got Bray Wyatt. What I love about this one is it comes with the jacket. I wish they would give us just a normal basic Bray Wyatt that came with this. I think that's a great accessory. Visually, again, looks really cool. They turned him into a pretty awesome looking zombie, to be honest with you. This guy fits the whole zombie theme perfectly as well with his character. Nice shot of Bray Wyatt on the side there. He's coming out of what looks like a grave or dirt or something. That's the only thing I can think of there. Really keen to get him opened up. Taking a look at the back, it says the sinister superstar isn't just an eater of worlds. From the looks of it, he eats plenty of brains as well. Short and sharp, pretty good read up, and a pretty cool figure. All right, we've got the People's Chomp, The Rock. This one I think is really cool. I like that he comes in the prison cell. He was probably the one I wanted to pick up the most, along with the Triple H, if I'm honest. I think he looks fantastic. A zombie Rock. I was a big fan of him in Doom as well. In terms of the packaging, nice shot of The Rock there. I think that looks great. Taking a look at the back, read up on the back, usually the People's Champ, with his barely visible eyebrow and hunger for flesh, he can now be called the People's Chomp. Let me check if he does. He does have the eyebrow. He's got one. All right, that's a nice addition there. Next up, we've got the Undertaker. Of course, you have to have a zombie Undertaker. This one I wasn't too keen on, to be honest with you. I'm not sure what's going on with his arms and things like that. The actual figure itself, now that I've got it, does look outstanding. Cool graphic on the side there of the Undertaker, looking pretty sick. The actual figure itself in person looks a lot better than what it did in the images. On the back, the read-up says, the dead man is the Reaper of Souls, the immortal outlaw who commands his legions of zombies into the eternal battle. I wish they could have done something a little bit better with that, to be honest. And I just noticed, actually, on the back, they've got these little zombie hands coming up as well. Kind of cool. Last but not least, this looks fantastic, mainly because his face has been eaten off, and that is, of course, a zombie Triple H. Ridiculously cool-looking figure. The detail on the muscle work and everything here looks outstanding. Nice artwork there of Triple H as well. What's kind of cool is he's coming out of what looks like an old-school, medieval crypt kind of thing. You've got the skulls at the bottom. They really went to a lot of detail with the packaging, which I have to give Mattel credit for. Is a really good move. Nice graphic there on the back. From his throne of bones, Triple H rules over the hordes of undead as the Skull King, a name fully embodied in his new rotten form. I wish they had done something more like a storyline where, I don't know, Bray Wyatt conjures up some swamp spell that turns people into zombies or something like that. That would have been cool, and then they progressively get infected. I could see that being a good WWE B-grade production, to be honest. With that, let's get the Zombie series opened up and out of packaging. Okay, and here we've got the Zombie Dean Ambrose opened up and out of packaging. He looks fantastic. I Love this figure. Just for comparison, I've got a regular Dean Ambrose, so I guess you can see the transformation. I've got the Shield one just because in a zombie apocalypse, I assume this is the sort of get-up that he would wear. Now, I'll bring it forward so you guys can take a look at the face. Mattel absolutely nailed that. That is a ridiculously well-detailed zombified head. I love the dirt on the side, the expression on the face, the hair is Dean Ambrose's normal hair, to be honest. The read-up on the back, you've got, on the front I should say, Dean Unstoppable Ambrose. It is just a really cool figure. You can see all the, I guess, bite marks and bits where he's been attacked and turned into a zombie. Visually, he looks really cool. Taking a look at the back as well, you can see more detail there. I love the tattered shirt and everything. He's sporting his jeans, which are surprisingly unscathed. Nothing up there. These all have the standard basic articulation, so ball jointed head, ball jointed shoulders, swivel in the bicep, bend at the elbow, swivel waist, swivel legs, bend in the knee, and swivel in the boot. There is a little bit of dirt colouring on the jeans, which does give it a little bit of extra detail. Now, his hand basically does come off. You can clip it back in, but what an interesting choice to give him some sort of accessory, I guess. I think that's an interesting design move. Mine has quite a bit of trouble clipping in, to be honest, so I'll probably have to display him with the hand off. But yeah, definitely a really cool zombie. Okay, next up we've got the People's Chomp, The Rock. As you can see, quite a big difference between his normal self and then the zombified version. I love the zombified version. I think it looks brilliant. The face scan is outstanding. Nice detail too on the arms. I'll bring it forward so you guys can take a look at that face. I love that they included the eyebrow there. I was a big fan of Doom, even though a lot of people consider it a pretty bad movie. Someone's been munching on his brain there. Yeah, and the Rock when he turns into like the zombie monster in that, I think was really cool. So personally, I love this figure. Moving down, the detail on his arm is really good. Mattel, the paint apps that they did on all these figures to get that flesh color and everything is outstanding. I'm not sure why it's got the blackish grey tinge on the body, but it definitely does look really cool, that's for sure. Moving down, obviously, he's got his tribal tattoo. Taking a look on the back, there's some sort of liquid there on the back that I think is more of a production error thing than part of the figure. Moving back, I like that. There's a big chunk, hopefully you can see that, taken out of his calf. That's pretty sick. Love the detail. Well done by Mattel there. Definitely very cool. And here we've got the zombified Bray Wyatt. Look at that. That's just crazy cool. Even if you're not a fan of zombies, you need to get at least the Bray Wyatt figure just for how cool it looks. Now, the accessory comes with, it does come off incredibly easily. I wish the Elite Series accessories were as easy as this, if I'm completely honest. But the detail on this guy is absolutely crazy. I'll bring it forward so you guys can see. Taking a look at the face there, that is a creepy as Bray Wyatt face scan. Moving through, lots of great detail on the hair, lots of great detail on this jacket. They actually did an outstanding job with the jacket. Now, I'm not sure if this jacket has come out with an Elite figure or any other figure before. I don't remember seeing it. If you have, let me know, because it is really nicely detailed and would look good on any Bray Wyatt figure, to be abundantly honest. Moving down, nice detail on the tattoos and everything there. It is just a really cool looking figure. Looking at the pants there, you can see he's been chomped out of. Look at that. The blood detail on that is really nice, actually. Hopefully you guys can see. Moving down as well, you can see obviously his knee all scuffed up. The pants, the alligator boots. Nice detail on the boots. This one's probably the most detailed out of all the figures. It looks like they went to the most effort with Bray Wyatt. Definitely a sick looking figure. A must-have just for any wrestling fan in general. I really like this figure. Okay, next up we've got the Phenom, the literal dead man, the Undertaker. This one's a cool-looking figure as well. Probably my least favourite, if I'm completely honest, although it still is a really nice figure. Now, quick little side note, there is also a zombie John Cena, Roman Reigns, and Paige. I haven't got those figures mainly because I didn't like the look of them. The John Cena, I didn't think was suited to being a zombie. The Roman Reigns looked like the exact same normal Roman Reigns figure, just green. And Paige looked like the normal Paige figure, just with a blank expression on her face, to be honest. So that's the main reason I didn't pick those up. Now, in terms of the Undertaker, he looks fantastic as well. I'll bring it forward so you guys can take a look. To my knowledge, this is the only time they've released this sort of face scan. If they have brought it out on another figure, please let me know, because I would like to see it on a normal basic. But it looks fantastic. It reminds me of the old Jakks Ruthless Aggression figures where you'd have these sort of crazy faces. Mattel doesn't normally do that sort of stuff, so to get it and on an Undertaker figure is fantastic. The detail, you can see like the veins on his forehead and everything, looks absolutely awesome. Moving down as well, you can see the detail on the arms. He comes with some accessories, which is kind of cool too. Also rare for basic series figures, and that is just these blue flames. You can take them off pretty easily. They just clip onto his forearms and his fingers there, revealing really sinister looking hands. Again, hopefully you guys can see the detail on his arms that have been eaten off or burned off or whatever's happened to the flesh there. They've done a really good job. And he's wearing my favourite attire, the white demon logos. So, an awesome looking figure. Again, my least favourite of all the zombie ones, but still really cool. Okay, and last but not least, we've got the Zombie Triple H. Definitely one of the better zombie figures that we've got. And I'll bring it forward so you guys can take a look at the face. The level of detail on this is absolutely crazy. The paint apps on the skull, fantastic. You can take that off, obviously, to reveal there. Look at the detail, how he's sort of got the rotting flesh there. Outstanding. As a figure goes, you're not going to get much better. Mattel nailed the detail on these guys. Just looking at the muscle detail and everything as well, where it's been eaten off or whatever. The skull kind of looks caved in over there. It's got that effect at the back. Great sculpting. They really did an exceptional job. I love the mouth as well, that it's like this evil, muscular bone structure laugh. I think that looks crazy. Definitely make a good horror movie villain. Moving down, you can see obviously where his thigh has been chewed up. You can see there the hole and that sort of stuff. Just great job by Mattel with these figures. They really did an incredible job nailing that zombie feel. Overall, I love these figures. Personally, I think it's one of the best ideas Mattel has had in a long time. If you're a WWE fan, then these are a must-have. Let me know what you guys think, and if you like this, I'm happy to do more zombie figure reviews coming up soon.